Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Awesome Sean here, bringing you a very special playthrough, the first RPG on this channel, and I am proud to present Pokemon Fire Red for the Game Boy Advance. So anyway, yeah, like I stated before, Mr. Awesome Sean, welcome to this playthrough. It is going to be a beefer of a playthrough because this is my first RPG for the channel, as I stated before. So anyway, as I always do, I'm gonna break down how I'm gonna handle this playthrough in a moment. We're gonna let Professor Oak talk about his Pokemon and experience and stuff like that. But anyway, Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green are enhanced remakes of the original Pokemon Red and Blue video games, which was released in 1996, folks. So Pokemon is well over 20 years old. But anyway, I'm gonna be a boy, no shit. First of all, I'm gonna put down Sean because that is my real name. Well, I consider it my real name anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna be pretty much setting the protagonist as me. If I can feel a deeper connection to this silent protagonist anyway. But anyway, my rival is going to be a douchebag worthy of the name. It's gonna put it as D. I know he may or may not be listening to this. Sometimes he listens to my stuff and sometimes he don't, so it just all depend on whether he listens to this or not. Either way, I don't care. Yeah, Pokemon is a massive RPG. Well, I don't know if it's massive or not, but anyway, I'm gonna set this text speed to fast because we're just gonna get on the ball with this, folks. So if you come over to this first PC right here, go ahead and get yourself a free potion. You deserve it for being curious. But anyway, yeah, Pokemon is played with overhead perspective, and it's turn-based combat encounters. You'll be able to see what I mean in just a few. There's my mom right there. I'm recording this at the time on Mother's Day. Yeah, so, you know, happy Mother's Day to them. But anyway, you can see the time span of what I recorded this for, folks. I got so much content ready for you folks. Well, not at this time because this right here is pretty much gonna take up all my free time available before I start my new job. But anyway, yeah, when the player encounters a Pokemon, a battle ensues, turn-based, like I stated before. Right now, Professor is just letting us know that he wants us to fill out a Pokédex, which you see those lunchbox on the table right there, those red lunchbox. But anyway, you see these 3 Pokeballs here. I'm gonna go with Charmander, as suggested by my friends on social media. They wanted me to go with Charmander because I wasn't too sure on which Pokemon to go with myself, because I haven't played this game in over 10 years, folks. This Pokemon is part of my childhood. I continue to play the games now, but right now we're gonna get a first taste of the battle experience. But anyway, folks, I'm gonna be telling you how I'm gonna handle this. Every time I go into a building of non-importance, I'm gonna scratch that out. I'm gonna show off my first time going into a Pokemon Center. After that, you're not really gonna see that anymore. Each time I encounter a new Pokemon, you will see me fight it. If I encounter that same Pokemon again, you won't see that. Any important trainer battles you're going to see, folks, and any non-important trainer battles or trainers with Pokemon that we've seen before, I'm scratching that out. It's gonna save so much time, folks. It really is. It's gonna save us a whole bunch of time for we could just get this playthrough on the road, folks, so you folks can enjoy it. You know, this was such a RPGs, you have to put your time into it so much. I put well over well, I'm pretty close to 30 hours into this game, folks. I've been recording only for about a week though, so you know where my free time went. But anyway, yeah, you got the first taste of the battle experience right there. Just Blue was such a douche. That's the real rival's name, Blue, and the player you're playing with is called Red, named after their games, I guess. But anyway, making a quick heal up my Charmander real quick after such an intense battle of scratch and tackle. But yeah, anyway, yeah, there are the Pokemon games that were this right here is a beautiful remake. But Pallet Town is the town you're in. It might seem like a humble hamlet, but this is where your quest begins to be the greatest Pokemon trainer of them all. Yeah, so anyway, you get your first Pokemon, 1 down, 150 to go. I'm not going to be catching 150 because if I do decide to catch 150, it'd be pretty much just for bragging rights. I've never really considered filling out a Pokédex because, like I stated before, it's bragging rights. The only Pokédex I actually 100% was Pokemon Sun. I completely 100% completed that. That is a fantastic game, folks. Folks should check that out. But if you haven't already, but yeah, that's pretty much. I just explained the premises of Pokemon. Go ahead and oh yeah, Charmander to learn Amber. Time to burn some shit. Oh yeah. Excuse my language. Just a little hype. But yeah, pretty much explore, folks, and you pretty much find hidden goodies. But anyway, like I stated before, if you use like a guide or something like that, that's gonna be your best friend because it's pretty much gonna tell you like your encounter rate or stuff like that. But pretty much what I'm doing now, besides looking like a jackass, what I'm doing now is I'm going to a Pokemart to pretty much get a professor's care package. But I always like I stated before, this is going to be one of the rare few times that you see me go into a Pokemon Center or a Pokemon Center or a Pokemart. There we go. But anyway, the only Pokemons that's available in this little route, which is called Route 1, is Pidgeys and Rattatas. It's going to be a 50% chance of counting either both of them. They're both ranging anywhere from level 2 to 5, so you're not really going to find any strong Pokemons in the beginning, so just get that out of your mind right now. But yeah, that's the only Pokemon that you're gonna find within those available this available route right here is Pidgeys and Rattatas. So if I'm even saying that right, Rattatas, tomatoes. But yeah, that's the only Pokemon you're gonna find here, folks. So you have to venture out more to find what Pokemon you're really looking at. But we're not gonna do that now. You see, I just encountered another Pokemon we've seen before, so I cut that out real quick. But anyway, we're going back to Professor Oak's lab to give him that care package. Don't never really know what's inside there. I don't think he tells you. I don't remember if he tells you or not. Like I stated before, it's been a week since I played this game, but this is reminding me of I think he said it was Pokeballs, but anyway, this is reminding me of, have you folks ever seen that dorkly Pokemon Rusty? Yeah, kind of reminded me of that a little bit. That is hilarious. But anyway, we just got a Pokédex from Professor Oaks. It's gonna tell us details about Pokemon that we capture, which is kind of bananas. It don't tell us anything about the Pokemons that we see, even though that'd be pretty helpful if it did. But yeah, Professor Oaks just telling us to fill out our Pokédex and capture as many Pokemon as we humanly can. So yeah, D just told us not to pretty much go to his sister for a town map. I'm going to go to his sister for a town map. So basically he just gave us the heads up to go, even though he said not to. So yeah, you're gonna need a town map if you don't want to go to the Pokemon Center every now and then. Yeah, so make sure to talk to her. I'm also going to be showing off NPCs that we need to talk to. I'm pretty much going to be talking to anyone that we pretty much haven't talked to. I'm just going to be talking to them for fun sometimes. But yeah, I'm training my Charmander a little bit. I've trained him off screen a little bit, but yeah, because the first gym, because basically what do you do in Pokemon is you just go around, go to gyms, you know, earn badges, challenge the Pokemon League. But anyway, Charmander is not gonna do he's not gonna do well at all against the first gym because it's a rock type. So if you haven't played Pokemon goes on the basis of rock, paper, scissors. Each Pokemon has a weakness that they are weak to. For example, fire is weak to water, as in water is weak to grass. So it's kind of that. Once you find out the weaknesses of Pokemon, you're gonna have a pretty much good time. If need be, look up you know, strategy guys that out there to help you. Believe it or not, I had to use a strategy guide for this game because, like I stated before, I haven't played this game in years, so it's good to have a strategy guide, you know, to tell you in case you miss something important and stuff like that. So it's going to be telling you all that kind of good information there. But anyway, yeah, like I stated before, I'm going to be cutting out the rare instances where I actually go inside these marts, Pokemarts or air, which I really should have cut out, but it's kind of too late for that now. But anyway, yep, if you need potions, antidotes, paralyzed heals, stuff like that that inflict static changes, you're going to want to come to a mart, folks. You really do, because having those afflicted on your Pokemon is no bueno. It's not a good time, folks. It's really not. It hinders the battle. It hinders the pace. You gotta wait to either your Pokemon faints, like if they get poisoned, which is not really a good thing, or you have to just wait until you can go to a Pokemon Center. But anyway, I'm going here because I want to not only catch a Pokemon that I pretty much want to encounter here, which is this fellow right here. Mankey is a really good, in my opinion, is a really good Pokemon. He's very, very durable. He's a good Pokemon to me, folks. He's a fighting type, so fighting types have a advantage over the rock Pokemon gym that I'm going to. So I just wanted to show you folks that I captured a new party member, and I'm gonna be fighting this douchebag once again. He tried to get past the person who was guarding the gate to the Pokemon League, which is the end game goal, and you know they're gonna have that blocked off. But anyway, yeah, it's time for another rival battle. This is I believe this is optional, so you don't have to do it unless you want to, but I'm doing it just to show it off. I'm going to be showing off every possible battle that we can do. I'm going to be showing off legendaries, capturing legendaries. Scratch that. Trying to capture legendaries. You'll see what I mean when we actually get to that sooner or later. This is going to be an adventure, folks. It really is. So anyway, folks, how are you doing? I am so glad that you folks joined me for this, my first ever RPG, just to give my opinions on it and whatnot. Yeah, just post in the comments what you think of. I want to know, first of all, what is your first experience with Pokemon? How did you encounter it? Were you just watching a TV show and, hey, look, I gotta get that game, and something like that? Or was you like, friends recommended it to you and stuff like that? Or were you just bored one day, saw the cover, tackled your mom and said, hey mom, I want to get this game? Of course, after you got a spanking, you may or may not have gotten the game. But anyway, yeah, I want to know that, folks. So just leave a comment down in the comments below and tell me how you first encountered Pokemon. You know, because I don't remember how exactly I encountered Pokemon. I think it might have just been a coincidence. I don't know. But we got this scratch and tackle battle commencing here. You can see that Dion already caught a a Pidgey. That's gonna be his main roster stay right there. That Pidgey's gonna be the main resistance. But if you flying types are which is Pidgey, he is weak to electric types. I think that's the only weaknesses they have. I'm not so sure, but yeah. Anyway, it's another Mankey here. Just gonna show that off. Trying to beef up my Charmander or whatnot, because you want to have your Pokemon as strong as possible for your gym battles. Yeah, you're gonna want to have him as strong as possible for your gym battles. So basically, yeah, I just showed off my I just showed off a Mankey battle. Like I stated before, Mankey's gonna be a main part of the team right here. Mankey's a good good fighting type, as I mentioned before. But anyway, yeah. Pallet Town and its humble beginnings. RPGs, of course, always start off so slow. But anyway, like, is there any instance where RPG started off strong? Like, I'm thinking of God of War, but God of War isn't an RPG. I'm thinking, like, is it any of an RPG that starts off strong, meaning that you have all the available equipments, but then you somehow lose them? Is there any RPG that does that? I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, Viridian City, what we're in right now, it's not really a bustling city. It's a little bit bigger than Pallet Town. It's where you see your first Pokemon Center, of course. It's a place where you can restore Pokemon to your full health, which is the Pokemon Center, as I mentioned before. Also, you got the Pokemart, which stock items useful for trainings. That's useful to your trainers and whatnot. So basically, this old douchebag right here, I mean this old man, is going to show us something that we already know how to do, which is capturing Pokemon. So he's gonna show us how to do that. He's showing us his items inside his bag. But yeah, he's showing us the basis of what to do, just in case if you didn't know. But like I stated before, I've been playing Pokemon for so long that I didn't need this guy to tell me what to do. But it's good to have some type of tutorial. It's not that easy though, catching Pokemon, as you kind of seen already. So yeah, it's not that easy. I don't know why he would want to catch a Weedle anyway, but it's a bug type. But they got so many strength. I can never say that word right. And weaknesses as well. So I don't know why he would want to capture that Pokemon anyway. But anyway, yeah, like I stated in the beginning, I'm going to be showing off, you know, just as much stuff as I can. And then later out throughout the game, I'm going to be kind of toning it down a little bit, so you'll be able to see exactly what I'm talking about and whatnot, folks. But this is going to be a journey, folks. It really is. So basically, our next destination is the Viridian Forest, and that place, as soon as we get there, that place is, you'll see what I mean when we eventually get here. But this gym right here, we can't get to it yet. I know who the leader is. I don't know if you folks want me to spoil that for you. Spoiler warning, this game is over 10 years old anyway. The leader is Giovanni. He's you'll see who he is. Yeah, so that is where we get our 7th badge from, folks. So we're not even the badge 1 yet, but anyway, cut out that editing skills to the test right there. But yeah, if you come along this path, you're eventually going to get to Viridian Forest. I'm going to switch out for my Mankey so he could get some training in. Want to train him up and make him to be as strong as my Charmander. But anyway, yeah, this is the Viridian Forest, folks. It's a nature preserve smack down in the middle of Route 2, which runs between Viridian City and Pewter City, our next destination after this. But anyway, if you see these Pokeballs here, no, they're not free Pokeballs, but they usually contains like antidotes and stuff like that. Essential stuff that you need is free, so hey, why not? Anyway, this little bastard right here, as I stated before, is Weedle. He uses a move called Poison Sting, which poisons the Pokemon. If you are fortunate enough to escape the battle from that, your poison Pokemon will faint with every step you take to get closer to fainting. So, you know, it's a great place to train, folks, because pretty much the Pokemon are the same level as yours, so it's always great to get in some extra training in. But anyway, this is our first official trainer battle. Just a little douchebag kid hanging out in the forest waiting to fight trainers. But yeah, I'm gonna be showing off this and like I stated before, each Pokemon that we haven't seen before I'm gonna be showing off. So he has a level 6 Weedle, which is more powerful than my Mankey. That feels so wrong putting those words together. It really does. I feel kind of uncomfortable even saying that. But yeah, here's our first status, folks. The PSN network. Yep, the PlayStation Network. No, I'm just kidding. That means poison. We're poison. So every time being poisoned is just like any other status inflictment in any other RPG. Your health's going to go down dramatically, or yeah, it's gonna go down. Oh, low kick. That's a great move, folks. By the way. Yeah. So your health's gonna go down. I'm gonna go ahead and change out Mankey for Charmander here. If I could go ahead and roast Caterpie, roast Caterpie to a delicious, crispy finish right there. Look at that, just like chicken, folks. And down the bug goes. But yeah, that is, bugs are really weak against fire, so it's just like a one hit KO move. But yeah, I won't be seeing you ever again, kid. But anyway, yeah, it's time to heal up my Mankey. Go ahead and give him an antidote here so he can stop being poisoned. Yeah, so anyway, Viridian Forest serves as the first maze, quote unquote, stage. It's hard to get lost in here, but if you know what you're doing, then it's really not going to be any problem at all. So yeah, you'll get if you walk in the grass, you'll encounter plenty of wild Pokemon and various trainers, as we're going through right now, folks. So yeah, the battle's gonna be plenty, folks. So yeah, the thing with trainers is trainers will only come at you when you cross their line of vision, so you have a degree of control of when they challenge you. Unfortunately, they are usually placed in positions where you have no choice but to pass in front of, but a few of them can be avoided by walking around them, so that's always good. So as long as you stay out of their eyesight, then you'll avoid a battle. But to me, in the beginning, you want to get into much battles as you possibly can. You really do, because the more battles you get into, the stronger your Pokemon gonna get. As you can tell by the blue bar down there, that's your experience. Every time it fills up, as it just did right there, your Pokemon levels up. And more, you can see they can get more attack power, more health, more defense, all that goodness that they get, as you know, in normal RPG, folks. So basically I'm showing off to show off Kakuna, which evolves into a Beedrill, which is a bee Pokemon. I think Beedrill is one of my favorite Pokemons by design. One of my favorite cooler Pokemons by design. I like Charmander too, folks. Hence why I picked them. I like every one of the starters, actually. They didn't get rare in design until Generation 4, and I don't know anything about Generation 5 because I haven't played Generation 5. So I played almost all of the Pokemon generations. I just missed out on Black and White and Black and White 2. So yeah, I tried to avoid this dude, but as you could tell, the trainers sometimes shift to you know, your position sometimes, but you can pretty much, like I stated before, most of the trainers you're gonna expect here are just bug trainers and stuff like that. So prepare to if you have Charmander, prepare to roast them to a corpse. But anyway, your encounter rate of Pokemon are basically going to be Caterpie, Weedles, Metapods, Kakunas, which are a 10% encounter rate, and you get Pikachu, which is a 5% encounter rate. So Pikachu is really rare to get into this forest. Yeah, he's really rare. This is Metapod, as I mentioned before. But yeah, Pikachu is really rare in Viridian Forest. If you want to find him anywhere else, you're gonna have to wait a while. He's usually at a higher level, so if you want, you can wait, or you can waste time and try to get him here. You know, dealer's choice. If you're really persistent and patient, you can capture Pikachu here. It's gonna take some time, folks. It really is. So, you know, if you're patient enough, you're eventually gonna capture him. So, you know, just be patient if you really want Pikachu. He's really essential because number one, he's the first electric type you're encountering until you find a better one, or because Pikachu got his defense is kind of shit. Excuse the language once again, but yeah, his defense is crap. So, but he's very good to have against Misty, who is a gym leader who uses water Pokemon, and water Pokemon are weak to electricity. So, yeah. So if you want, my Mankey is just growing beautifully, and that sounded so disgusted. It really did. Oh man, but yeah, I like his evolution name better. It doesn't sound as pervy. Maybe because my mind's too dirty. Damn you, internet! I blame you for all today's problems. Gotta love that sick humor, folks. That adult humor right there. But yeah, such as that move right there that Metapod's using. I'm not gonna repeat that because that name's gonna come across the screen multiple times. So I'm just going to leave that as is. Use your imagination, folks. But yeah, we're pretty much coming towards the end of Viridian City, folks. It's not really that long. Like I stated before, if you ever find yourself getting in trouble, either use this video as a guide, even though I don't know why you would want to, or just pretty much use a strategy guide. This game is old, so they're all over the internet, folks. All I did was went into Google and typed Pokemon Fire Red, and the first thing that came up besides the wiki was a strategy guide. But yeah, that's the only move that Metapod really knows is just Harden. Damn it, I repeated it. But yeah, that's the only move that he really knows, and that was just pretty much an endurance battle right there. But yeah, that's the only move that he knows, is defensive move. But his evolution, which is Butterfree, is a beautiful bug Pokemon. It knows Confusion, which is a psychic move. So not only that, it's just to me, in my opinion, is the strong doable Pokemon. So yeah, but basically in the beginning, like I stated before, it's slow. I'm going to be showing off a lot of unnecessary battles, a lot of unnecessary counters, which I should have cut, but you know, I'm too lazy to go back and actually delete the footage, you know, because like I stated before. But yeah, make sure, I almost missed this item here. Good thing I caught my eye. It's a free potion. Scatter items are plentiful in this game, folks, so you want to be trying to look everywhere as possible for set items and stuff like that, because you know, free goodies are always good goodies, always available and stuff like that for you. So you know, and there is my first encounter with Pikachu. I kind of cut it a little bit just to show off. He's the level 5, but he's pretty good, folks. Yeah, it took me about 5 minutes of finding this guy, but I did. But yeah, Pikachu is a great Pokemon to have. He's putting up a little bit of a fight here. He don't have that many good useful moves in the beginning, but like I stated before, he's a good Pokemon to have, folks. He really is. So I really want to capture this guy. He is the face. Pikachu is kind of like the John Cena of Pokemon. He's the face that everybody associates with. If you pretty much go to a little kid today, show him Pikachu, that little kid, 9 times out of 10, that little kid will probably know who Pikachu is. And probably there's a good chance that he probably know where Pikachu comes from. So basically, we're still on the route to Pewter City, folks. As soon as I said it, we're here, Pewter City, folks. So yeah, pretty much just gonna go ahead and heal up my Pokemon here as I get ready for pretty much the next battle, the next major battle of Pewter City, folks. So this is gonna do it for part 1. I do thank you folks for joining me. In part 2, we're gonna take down the Pewter City Gym leader, Brock.